Alright, welcome back.
Derek stumbled upon a cutscene because he was clearing rooms and then got into a cutscene.
Yeah, don't you hate it when that happens?
You hate it when you're...
Don't you hate it when you just fall ass backwards into a cutscene?
Yeah. Oh. Axel.
You have some nerve to show your treasonous face around here. Some nerve indeed.
Treasonous? I don't know what you could possibly be talking about.
Got it memorized?
Why let Namine go? If it weren't for your needless meddling, we could have turned the Keyblade.
We could have caught that kid.
Oh, right, your big plan. You use Namine to rewrite Sora's memory piece by little piece. And he turns into her total puppet. Then, using Namine and Sora together, you and Larxene overthrow the organization. Am I right? I would say that you...
Am I right, Dark Malice?
Since when were you suspicious of us?
Do either one of us have the heart to believe anyone?
Ayo.
Got it memorized?
So you only eliminated Vexen to obtain proof of our plan.
That I didn't want to do. But it was your order.
Oh.
Remember the order. You must eliminate the traitor.
Oh shit.
I always follow orders, Marluxia.
Oh shit.
Damn. Got it memorized?
Axel being fucking memorized over here. One could say that he is
Not bad guy, but not.
the bad good guy.
He's an anti-hero.
He's the good guy by his playbook.
Got it.
Ugh,
Memorized?
Memorized. That's like the go-to, right?
Got
The,
it
like,
memorized.
no. The like, I'm the bad guy, but I'm a bad guy who follows orders to a T. Therefore, I'm the good bad guy.
I'm the smad guy.
Because I'm very good at this game. Hey, have you made that loop yet?
Not yet. I'll get there.
Ah, man.
And at this point, I'm just like using cards to get through because there's too many rooms.
There's too many people.
There's
making
just too many good
problems.
games. I don't know why that like joke makes me laugh so much. It was a interview from one of the guys at Nintendo, and he's just like, I don't know what people's problems are. The Switch just has too many good games, and this was when there was like 3 games out for it.
That's right.
And I was just like, you know, what's that thing they say? Arrogance?
Arrogance shall be your downfall.
Dum dum.
What is God, what was the fucking... Oh, yeah, do you remember Microsoft Glass?
Vaguely?
It was like this app that let you, like, hook up to your Xbox to, like, see additional information on your touchscreen tablet.
Okay.
And, like, it came out, like, right after the Wii U. But I remember Xbox at the E3 was just like, it's the most original idea we've ever had. And this is just, like, it's just an image of Shigeru Miyamoto going, what the fuck? On the Wii U.
I love that shit. I love it so much.
I'm like, it's so true. Dude, Microsoft... I mean, Sony does it too, to a certain extent, but Microsoft has a fetish for copying whatever the fuck Nintendo is doing. Like, they love to just copy
Steal
whatever the
ideas,
fuck they're
man.
doing.
Why have an original idea when you can just take one?
Mm-hmm. Like, it's so weird to me, because you figure they'd go up against, like, PlayStation and steal their ideas, because it's, like, their main competitor, but no. They always take what fucking Nintendo's doing.
Well, Chris, you gotta just go get Stadia, you know?
Dude, no one needs Stadia.
Why? It's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Dude, man.
Stadia has told me so.
Does anyone else remember Online? I remember Online.
What the fuck's the name of that game? Phoenix Rising? I don't know. Something Phoenix Rising. It's about the Greek, you're a character and you have to go save Greek heroes or Greek gods.
Sure.
It
I think
just came
I know
out.
what you're talking about.
It just came out, but it's a Ubisoft game.
Yeah.
people are like, it's Breath of the Wild meets Assassin's Creed.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, okay, I'm game.
I know what
and
you're
then I
talking
went,
about.
oh, I need to have a Ubisoft account to even play the game, even if it's offline? Okay, no.
Yeah, that's every game ever now. It's so annoying.
And it's just like, you want me to have a Ubisoft and an online connection to play my game on my Switch, which
Yeah.
I'll be using when I move around a lot?
It's... Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I forgot I haven't given you enough money, Ubisoft.
In all fairness, like, I hear the game is actually not very good, but...
I was intrigued by it.
The
but I'm not
problem
sure.
with it is, like, I guess the combat is literally, like, you mash square, and, like, nothing can kill you. Like, it's literally impossible for anything to kill you if you just mash square and move to the left. Like, nothing can hit you.
Like
in
any
the entire game.
That sounds like a great game, Chris.
And I'm just like, yeah... Like, I'm good.
And I thought about it, and then I looked it up, and I went, oh, I need to have my Ubisoft account. That got hacked, by the way, so I deactivated it so it wouldn't be hacked again.
How did it get hacked?
I don't even have an idea.
I have a Ubisoft account. I've had it since... When was the third Assassin's Creed release?
I've had it for a long time, and then I got a weird email that's like, your Ubisoft account has been used somewhere, and I'm like, what? Okay, I'm deactivating it now.
Yeah, like, I've not heard anything. I have an account with, like, a lot of stupid game companies because I hate them.
Because you need to have 20 accounts for everything.
Oh my god, it's so dumb. I mean, most of the time it's dumb extra shit that I don't need, but I'm also like, well, I mean, it's free, so fucking... I'm gonna do it anyways. Not to mention, once you have the account, it's like, well, I have the account anyways, so I mean, maybe we'll keep fucking getting shit. But anyways, yeah, they're absolutely fucking, like, terrible, I think is the best way to put it. Like, to the point where you're just like, why did I fucking do this? Like, there's no reason for this.
That's why I deactivated that. Because I was just like, I don't need this. I don't ever fucking play Ubisoft games right now.
I have a Warner Brothers game account, and it was literally solely for fucking Batman games. Because I don't play any Warner Brother games because they don't make anything other than the Batman games at this point. So it's like, what's the point?
Oh, it's too fucking true.
I'm like, why did I even do this? I mean, it was for I think it was for, like, the Adam West costume or something, though, so kind of worth it, but...
I mean, I completely agree.
But still. I think that's the greatest DLC ever, because you just get this super dark Red Hood murder of, like, Robin, and you're trying to get through your trauma of murdering Robin while the Joker's fucking with you, and the whole time you're dressed as Adam West Batman, and you're just like, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb!
It's the greatest.
And it's like, you're responsible for his death, and you're just like, do the monkey with me. He's classic Adam West. I mean, you can't...
Yeah, I mean, you're right there, my friend.
Man, you know what those Batman games do get, the Arkham games? Yeah, though.
What?
Batman is, like, more than 4 stories. Like, literally every Batman thing is like, origin story, Joker story,
Cannot compute. Batman has stopped responding.
And then they're like, oh, and the one where Bane breaks his bat. God, I'm good at this. And, like, that's the 3 stories you get.
Yep.
There's also a 4th one, but I never remember it. I think it's Batman vs. Superman. That's, like, the other one that's, like, always used now.
Yeah, and then they've been redoing the Killing Joke a lot recently.
Yeah.
Which I'm like,
Which
okay.
they, like, kind of fucked on the, like, the animated version. Because it's, like, a really accurate and really good representation of the Killing Joke. If you watch the second half of it. Because the first half of it is him just randomly fucking Batgirl for no reason, and then it just la-di-da murders her.
Doesn't murder her, he just almost murders her, but murders her.
Paralyzes her from the waist down, whatever, it's fine. I'm just saying, Batman's gonna have a hard time fucking it the second time around. It's just extra weird because Batman and Batgirl aren't supposed to have a thing. That's always been Nightwing's thing.
Yeah.
But, like, fuck it.
But how dare you?
And in all fairness, there is, like, a few stories where Batman fucks Batgirl, but then...
It's a different continuity of Batgirl.
Well, it always ends with fucking Nightwing being like, fuck you, and leaving.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's like, it's not like a good choice.
Fire.
Nightwing exists for two purposes: to criticize Batman when he's old, and and then to pretend to be Batman when Batman disappears. It's the only reason he's there.
There's one scene where it's Nightwing's talking to Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "You're not my dad," and he's like, "It's a good thing I'm fucking not." And I'm just like, this is the greatest thing ever.
So true though.
You're not my real dad. It's a good thing I'm fucking not, kid.
Batman is a zero shit person. Damian Wayne was kind of a mistake though. Although it did make Robin a little bit more interesting as a character when you make a Robin that literally murders everyone.
Murphs people.
But still think he was a mistake.
I hate these things so much.
Why? Is it because they can go underground and you can't hit them?
Yeah.
And then they helicopter around you, making you very uncomfortable. Makes me uncomfortable.
Takes a lot to make Chris uncomfortable too.
Man. You ever run on a Rule 34 site, right? And you come across murder porn, and the entire comment section is just the most amazing cancer you've ever read.
Oh, maxed out health.
Nicely done. It was like, I don't know, a couple months ago now, but it was just so funny where I was like, you come across, for me, I see shit like that and I'm like, eh, I don't know, just like move on to the next thing. But some people get immediately uncomfortable or immediately defensive. And both of them in the comments are always a fucking riot to me. Because for me, I'm like, it's a fucking cartoon. I don't give a
Somebody
shit.
drew it, guys. Calm down.
Yeah, but like, then there's people that are just like, how dare you? You and all your family should be dead. And I'm just like, Jesus, man. Like, fuck you. It is a fucking drawing, guy. Maybe you're the one with the real issue. I love the ones that are just like, you drawing this is incredibly fucked up and you should kill yourself, and it's just like the dude wrote a comment under it that's just like, yeah, I don't feel like I should be taking criticism of the guy telling me to kill myself for virtue signaling. I don't think you should be virtue signaling when you're literally telling someone to kill themselves from a drawing. And I'm like, ooh, burns.
I love the moral high grounds that people get on, and it's just like, really?
It's just so funny. Like, they're always just like, these people hate women. I'm like, it's a fucking cartoon. I'm like, also, there's tons of these men murdered too. Like, it's just a thing. People gotta chill.
These people hate women. No.
I mean, it's not that they hate women, it's that they like murder. Man, you guys are thinking too hard about this.
It was the best, like, pretty almost sexist thing that somebody was like, I don't hate women, I love women. And I was just like, it's the stupidest thing, but it's too true.
Oh, God. I love the internet. See, I had a moment like that not too long ago. I was talking to a friend of mine. I'm like, it's literally impossible to say anything about a group of people and not have it sound racist and or sexist. And he's like, no, it's not. I'm like, it absolutely fucking is. And he's like, what if you say, he's like, you could say positive things. He's like all women are good at English or whatever. And I was just like, oh, so you're saying that they're bad at math because they're only good at English then? I'm like, see how easy this is played, dude? And he's like, well, I mean, if you want to look at it like that. I'm like, exactly. That's the point. Like, you can't
That's
say
the
anything.
problem, everybody.
You can't say anything without it sounding like an asshole. Absolutely impossible.
I'm not wrong, you're wrong.
But yeah, fucking, I just thought it was really funny, because I'm like, you do this for anything, it doesn't matter.
I hate the internet.
I do too, but I also love the internet because...
At the same time, I love it too, yeah.
It's like a perfect amalgamation of people being like, you can't do this, and then people being like, but you want to fucking bet?
You want to fucking bet?
That's how the internet should always be. I was like, my new thing is like, the internet was a lot more interesting before everyone decided what is and isn't where everyone will go. Man, it used to be an adventure. You used to go to a website and be like, wow, I hope this site isn't a virus.
Now you don't have to worry about the viruses as much, but you have to worry about, oh god, this is cancerous.
It's like now all human cancer is conveniently collected in specific sites. You can avoid those sites, but also they're really popular, so you're gonna kind of want to use them. See, I don't use any social media other than YouTube. Because YouTube has a comment section that's hidden very deep down underneath the video, and then the video's description, and then recommendations, and then you get the comments. So it takes me a long time to get to the point where I actually have to give a shit about what other people are saying. Twitter and Facebook is literally like you turn it on and they're just like, here's my shitty opinion, and everyone should agree with me, and it's like, wow, I hate this site. God, I forgot how much I hated this.
I don't have a Twitter. I might actually have a Twitter. I fucking forget. I don't use it if I have it. So I don't think I have it, actually.
I have both a Facebook and Twitter. I have a Facebook because my friend said, I'm going to make you a Facebook if you don't make a Facebook. And I went, well, I guess I'll pick the lesser of two evils on that one. So now I have a Facebook that I don't use. And I made
Occasionally I send you things via the Facebook that you need to open.
And I made a Twitter to follow funny people on the internet, just to realize that most of it is just obnoxious Activision bullshit. Just spewing down my feed from people I'm not even following. Why am I getting this shit?
I get it. I actually get it.
Oh, and then fucking like, and then like straight up lewds. Like, then that's it. Like, my whole feed is like people I follow, people I don't follow, bitching about shit I don't care about, and then lewds. And that's like the whole feed, and I'm just like, why did I even make this?
For the lewds, Chris. For the lewds.
My favorite is, like, the worst part is I don't even follow anyone who posts lewds except for one dude. But when he posts lewds, he posts, like, 100 of them in, like, an hour. So I'll just turn on Twitter and I'll just be like, what the fuck? And it's just, like, a stream of fucking, yeah, like, I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Where have I been? Oh, right.
Like, it's been, like, 2 minutes. I just refreshed. Because, you know, normally you get, like, one or two from someone I followed, like, retweeting something someone else made, and it's like, alright, whatever. But then every now and again, that dude wakes up from his fucking cryogenically frozen state and just is like, the internet is mine! And I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ. And literally every time I use Twitter, it literally comes down to, like, man, I wonder what people are saying about this. And then it's been like 6 hours, and I'm just looking at lewds, and I have no idea what happened.
I've lost track of time.
Like, it literally gets to the point where I'm like, man, I wonder what people are talking about today. And then it's like night, and I'm like, what the fuck was? Why did I come on the site originally? Why was I originally on the site? What did I want to know?
Fucking the internet.
Dude, there's so much, and a lot of it is because all the Tumblr people left Tumblr because Tumblr banned porn. So all the Tumblr people left and went to Twitter because Twitter still lets you post porn. And then I still get people still like to argue with me about that. They're like, Tumblr wasn't only about porn, and I'm like, no, it wasn't only about it. It was just 80% of it.
Even I knew that, and I never used Tumblr.
Yeah, like, I literally... My sister likes to argue with me about that, because she's just like, I used Tumblr plenty of times, and I never saw any porn of it. And I'm like, yeah, that's because, like, you need to look for it. It's not like it's just going to be on any forum site, but literally there was, like, 1,000 fucking forum sites that was nothing but genres of porn.
Didn't, what's it called? I'm blanking on what it's called.
Like, what did you expect?
Didn't Patreon was like, we're gonna ban porn people?
Oh, they totally did.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not that they banned porn people. They banned anyone that drew anime characters that looked like they may have possibly, maybe sort of been under legal age. Which is impossible to tell, by the way, because it's a fucking cartoon. And they were also, like, really aggressive about it, because they wanted, like, artists to, like, give them their fucking Dropbox accounts so they could see all the stuff that they're making, even if it wasn't going to be posted through their site. And I'm like, that is literally totalitarian regime rules. Are you kidding me? Like, that's like the equivalent of, like, me going to a fucking...
But, you know, you're on my OnlyFans, Chris.
Like, yeah. Honestly, like, oh, there's a ton of OnlyFans starting to pop up now for, like, drawings now. And it's mainly because fucking, Patreon is fucking stupid. Because, like, I'm sure you get this, Derek, because you're not stupid. I'm sure the rest of the internet gets this because they're also not stupid. But if you fucking tell your clientele, hey, we're not going to let you post anything here, and they go, hey, that's fine, I'm not going to give you any money, you're now losing money.
But it's all your fault.
Like, it's amazing to me, because, like, apparently Patreon is, like, in the red. Which is amazing to me, because the only thing they do is host a fucking website that they literally get paid to host. How the fuck are they losing money? Well, it's because the payment system isn't theirs. They lease it from another company. Very stupid. Fucking... The system that they have in place that needs to be run, even though it's just a website, has like a team of 50 or 100 fucking people, even though it's literally web pages, and it's already built. Why do you need 100 people working maintenance on something that needs maintenance? And number 3... Well, also they made a union because they're smart. By the way, as soon as they had problems because of the economy going downhill, they fired all the union members. Funny how that works. It was unnecessary layoffs.
Yeah.
You know, they couldn't afford them, so they had to lay them off. I mean, when they come back, they're gonna just replace them with people who aren't in a union, and then they won't have a union anymore. But, I mean, you know, necessary layoffs.
Yeah. I hate the internet. People are dumb.
So, yeah, fucking... It's smart, right? It's very smart. It was
very smart.
Yeah, it was a very good move. I know. I know. I'm like 100 steps ahead at this point. One could even say I'm 400 steps ahead. One could say I'm hopelessly lost, but...
We could say many things. Some might be true. Some might not be.
But, yeah, it was just like a whole bunch of really stupid things. And then they started, like, banning people for, like, having different political views and or for drawing things they didn't like. And then all those people went, fine, I'm just gonna go elsewhere. And now they're pulling in less revenue because half their clientele left when they were already not pulling in a profit. They're not fucking bright. One could argue they're very fucking stupid.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
Yeah, I knew you would.
Okay.
I knew you would, Derek.
And that opens the door, but we're not going to do the boss fight yet.
Oh no, especially because we have 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Facts.
Facts.
Facts. That a fact? Facts.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
But yeah, it's one of those things that I'm just like, why would you even let them do this? I wouldn't let them do this. I'd be like, hell no.
Oh, dude, I don't get those people who are like, we're going to be morally better than you, and then they're not, and then they fail.
Well, listen, being morally better is hard. It implies that you actually have to hold yourself to some sort of code of conduct.
You're right.
That seems like work. So I'm just going to tell you that you're not up to my code of conduct while refusing to acknowledge what mine is. That's a lot easier.
You're right, I was mistaken. My apologies.
We make choices as a society. I wouldn't say they're good, but we definitely make choices.
Yeah, that's a true statement.
Man. But yeah, fucking... Twitter is cancer. Don't use Twitter, people. I don't know why people keep trying to use Twitter. Don't use Twitter. It's absolutely horrible. It's where all the people from Tumblr... It's when all the toxic people left Tumblr, they went to Twitter. So, like, don't use it anymore. Honestly, you should go back to Tumblr, because I hear Tumblr is actually pretty chill and mellow now, because all the fucking lunatics love to go to Twitter. So actually, your Tumblr is actually pretty chill now.
I love it because it's very true, I think.
Which, if that's true, that is the funniest thing ever to me. My favorite one is when Twitter thought it was a smart idea to go beat up 4chan. They lost.
4chan still exists, right?
Oh yeah,
I've never heard of it. I've heard about it. I've heard nothing about like anything bad about it for a while. So that's why
it's because everyone's kind of given up. Because the whole point was like, isn't it bad? Shouldn't we do something about it? And everyone just kind of universally shrugs and goes, I don't care. And then, so essentially they just kind of gave up. Yes, speaking of which, we'll pick it up in the next part. We'll see you then. Peace.